When I awakened out of my slumber this morning, I wondered, what will I do today? Out here in the shop. What will I do? I don't know. I got plenty to do. I thought, man, I wish my stuff would come into me. And it did. I got the cutters for my Stump router. And here they are. Well, it's going, but it's going kind of slow. Some of them are coming out real easy. And some of them not. This cutter is annihilated. This is what it's supposed to look like. And then some of the old ones here actually aren't too bad yet. And one of them I had to latch on to with the channel locks, and it popped the carbide off, which didn't matter because that carbide was rounded right off. Beyond repair. 3/8 24 set screw by that long. Can you believe Ace Hardware does not carry fine thread set screws? I guess I'll go online and order some then. You know, because a guy should have a few on hand. Alright, so it's all done. I end up having to take the wheel off to get one cutter out. So I had to take a punch and go down through here. But this axle was in the way. The punch was binding on there, so I took the wheel off. Now, I'm not a good judge of how much stuff weighs, and though I figured this would be heavy, I figured for sure I could hang on to it with one hand. Wrong. And I mean, it fell right down thud, and one of the carbide cutters hit right there. I'm glad it didn't pop the carbide off. That would have been a waste of 15 bucks. I weighed it 43 pounds. I would have guessed a whole lot more, because it feels like it is when you lift it. But here you have all that weight confined in a little disc. Man, I'm telling you what. Well, that's roughly 12 inches or so. Anyway, we're just waiting for some thawing going outside, and then we're going to use this. I just went out and cleared some snow off the stump, and I'm not going to go out there today. It's froze. The sun's shining, and there's a little bit of a breeze. If I was going to go work outside, I'd just throw my duds on and go work outside. Oh, watch your eyes. But, you know, I'll be cutting up the wood and busting through frost and froze and ice. And I don't want to do that. So we'll wait till next week, if I can stand it. Because, you know, there's going to be a nice day out there where I'm going to say, let's go grind up that stump. And when I do, I'll go get Junior, and he can do the flimming for me. That's filming, in case you couldn't figure it out. So, in other news, I spruced up a couple of these rigid pipe wrenches. And I got this one, another 80 bucks. I'm not going to paint this one. This one still has the stinker on it. In case you can't read upside down, it says, if this housing ever breaks or distorts, we will replace it free. And the 14-incher that I have, these are not rigids, but I have a 14-inch one that I just mailed out yesterday. because it has a crack in the housing. So I had to pay for shipping to get it there, which was about $8. And if they deem it worthy to be replaced, which if they don't, they are not a company of their word. I mean, it's clearly, it's cracked. It's right along here, crack. If they don't choose to replace it, and I want it back, then I got to pay shipping. As you know, I have pipe wrenches. Lots and lots of pipe wrenches. So I grabbed some out here, out of this bucket down there. Messing around with what's the best way to clean them. I've got some vinegar down here. I haven't pulled those out yet. They sat overnight. I've got some phosphoric acid here. Etch. And I had all of these parts in there overnight. And the jaw came out looking good. So I wanted to know what's going to look like when I take it to the wire wheel. And it turned out pretty snazzy, let me tell ye. This brand here, I think, can't remember what it's called. It starts with a D. I can't make that out, but there's one over there that has it on the handle. It's a D word like Doyle or Dopey or something. That's not one. Dunlap. I'm pretty sure the other one is a Dunlap. Okay, this one's ready to be painted. But look at that. Didn't that come out good? And this one just needs some paint. It had the sticker on there, probably on this side. But it wasn't legible anyway, so I just wire wheeled it right out of there. And then I picked up this can of denatured alcohol from my brother. Who knows how old it is. It does have a barcode on it, but it's been sitting around so long that when I opened up the top, it just crumbled to pieces. So I transferred it over to this bottle, and I thought, you know what I could do is use that for a final rinse before I paint. Anyway, we're gonna paint this one, and then I got a satin black to do like the inside here, and then this Dunlap, which now you can see it actually shows up once I got all the dirt and stuff off. Alright, so these three soaked in vinegar, and then the one on the left I wire wheeled it. But the problem is there's still rust on the inside, and that's hard to get out. Whereas the phosphoric acid pretty much takes care of it all. So let's see what happens when we put them in here. Oh yeah, there's a piece down in there. That's that broken piece. Alright, well, I've got two completed so far. This here is a DuPont. Not a DuPont, a Dunlap. I got DuPont on the brain. Then I painted these over here, as you see. And then I stuck these, after I cleaned them on the wire wheel, I stuck them back in the phosphoric acid, because when you let that dry, it actually puts a protective layer on there. That white stuff is fizz. I need to actually dry that off. Well, here's what I have done. plus this one over here, which I made a whole video series out of it, and I'm gonna bore you with that, for crying out loud. It's just taking the thing apart. I took this one all the way apart, and I made a new rivet because this thing had a ton of grease on it. And this one is a Trimont, and the patent on it is 1918. So I don't know what year they actually made this one. That's why I just got that one done today, and I didn't have anywhere else to hold it. That's all that's doing, is holding it. So that's what I've done with pipe wrenches so far, and I really didn't intend to get into these until maybe next winter, because it's a lot of work. And I thought, well, at least when I run out of when I run out of stuff to do, chainsaws and whatever else, I'll have those to work on. But all the bigger ones, they were all down here, and I was walking over top of them. I still got to hang these up. I'm wanting to put them up there and nail them up just for, to hang them up. So, all right, well, that's the end of this video now. Happy about that, I'm here to tell you. All right, I'm going in to eat. Good night.